All right, here we are, another live chat here. First thing we gotta get off the chest, yeah, for the ones who are watching on the tape version, we try to go live every Saturday at 12 noon. I just realized next Saturday, be March 10th, I cannot go live at 12 noon because we are going to Davenport, Iowa. So we're gonna just for that one Saturday. I think we're going to try a 9 a.m. Live show, and I can't guarantee we're going to stay on basically and all that stuff. Yes, we're still trying to reach 1,000 goals for our subscriber count. We got good views this past few weeks. Watch time is excellent. But we're trying to get a subscriber count up, and I just learned through my analytics that our subscriber loss is almost the same, but it's almost just the same as our subscriber count is. Oh, Angie's finally joining us. How about that? And that. So, hi Matthew, how you doing? We're trying to get that sub count up as much as possible. We're campaigning one way or another. Maybe a live show will do. If anybody who is watching as a non-subscriber, we encourage you just kind of watch some of our videos a little bit before you hit that subscribe button, because we had a guy who subscribed to our channel, got a notification that he subscribed from us. He has subscribed to our channel, and about maybe less than an hour to 2 hours later, he unsub. I don't know what was the deal with that sub, but that's kind of hurts up real quick here. Let me hit up my other thing right here real quick. This is my analytics. I'll tell you, this is kind of hard reality. If I can hook it up correctly here, screen share. Basically, this is not what I want to do here. I don't know. I gotta learn how to do this part right here, but I really want to screen share something else here, but I don't think I can. So we'll just go ahead and cancel it anyway, because it's not what coming up with. I think it's coming up. This is what it's not coming up what I wanted. So I have to do some practice on that, basically. So we're gonna just basically what I got right here on my analytics is this is reading from I'm just telling you right here what I'm reading from my analytics is basically I wish I can get the screen share going on this part right here, but I guess it just won't let me. I'm gonna try one more time. Basically is screen share. Basically I just want to screen share this right here. I don't know if it lets me or not, but let's see what happens. Basically I just want to see. This is my this is what I want is my analytics. I'm trying to get to my analytics right here. That's in the background here, so I don't know how that's going to work out. So I'll just go ahead and stop until I give this some practice. Okay. So sorry about that. And that. So yeah. Sorry. It's a work in practice. Basically, it's gotta give it some time to work with that. Okay. Basically, so yeah, it's a work in practice. So we'll do that eventually. And that. So if we're having connection issues, I will not be surprised if we have connection issues. Basically. Just kind of check out the situation going on here. But yeah, we're trying to reach 1,000 subs. And if anybody else is on, if you guys got content, we encourage other people to join in and subscribe to their channels if they have any content out there. Basically, I thought there'd be more people on today because I had a notification. I had the notification set for quite a few days, basically. And all that good stuff, and I don't get that many viewers, and that's all. I know there's a lot of live shows going on YouTube right now. Let me check in.
Hi, Big Ben.
Hi, Big Ben. How you doing? And all that stuff. So we'll check it out here. Yeah, there's a lot of live shows going on right now. How many is going on right now? I got there's 4 going on right now, but there's gonna be a couple more going on later. So and that checking out your channel here, Big Ben, if you're still on. You like kind of like amusement parks and all that stuff too. So I'll check it out real quick, and yeah, it looks like it's gonna be good content there. I'll have to watch a few of your videos before I hit the sub button. So yeah, and all that stuff. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. I gotta check it out when I get off of here. So yeah, Big Ben challenges. Check it out. I'm gonna check it out later today when I get off the live feed and that. So, and I'll check your channel out. If I like it, I'll hit you for a sub. Okay. It's just something I used to do all the time when I come across new channels. Is I try to watch a few videos of that particular channel, and if I like the channel, I'll hit them up for a sub. Basically, I'll just watch a few videos just to learn what the channel's all about, and we'll hit you guys for a sub. And that's what I always do when I hit for subbing. It got very confusing.
Hi, Joaquin.
Yep, it got very confusing in the last month or so, if you know what I mean. There's been a lot of issues with the sub. Just a quick sub, and sub. Okay, on all that stuff. So, hi, Joaquin. How you doing? And Joaquin, and that. So yeah, we'll check you out, Big Ben challenges, after we get done with this live show. So if you like it, so you probably will see a notification from us that we have some to your channel anyway. If we end up liking your content, it looks pretty interesting. I just need something different to watch once in a while than all this drama stuff. Hey, I'm gonna get back. I've been trying to share my analytics. Basically, let's get back to my analytics. I'm trying to share this, but I'm having issues with it. I don't know. I got to figure out how to learn to share thing on this. But if I can find a way to share it, I will share it immediately. I'll have to learn how to share through Google Hangouts and all that stuff. Basically, this is from September 28th to March 1st. The analysts told me we were at the time of this period, we were at 645 subscribers. But get this, we lost 628 subscribers. And we would be at 1,273 subscribers if we did not lose the 628. Yeah. But I think the reason most of those were just people that subbed to a channel. They didn't realize what content they're subbing to without even watching any of the videos and all that stuff. And it was really, it can be annoying to any YouTuber creator. So anybody who has created YouTube, go to your analytics, scroll down to subscriptions, click on, go up to the upper right-hand corner. It'll be a list saying, basically was go your last 28 days or last 7 days. Just click on lifetime of your channel. You find out how many subs you have gained or you're currently at, how many subscribers you have gained, estimated subscribers, and how many subscribers you have lost. And you'd be surprised the numbers that comes up there. So yeah, it is a very interesting number, basically. I thought ours was a kind of shocker because I said, wow, we would have had 1,200 subscribers. If we would have lost, let's say 350, we still would qualify for monetization in a way. But most of these unsubs are usually closed accounts or people just subbing and unsubbing. They sub. I mean, I see it. What I do is those wavy marks like the EKGs like you see in the hospital. I will click on a section of that. I will click on the section every time I lose subscribers. I go find out what video, why they unsubscribed, and you kind of find out, yeah, yeah, basically, yeah, you got a pretty good channel. So yeah, for some reason, our channel has been hit with multi accounts. I know that for a fact because we had multiple accounts, that duplicate accounts. We had a lot of duplicate accounts. We had people subbed and unsub and resubbed again and, somehow unsub again. It's like a yo-yo. So basically, it's kind of it can be annoying and all that stuff. So yeah, so it can be annoying at times. So we'll just what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just I'm trying to close this one out. So basically, so what's this right here? So yeah, okay. Yeah, it can be annoying at times. And when I got to the sub and sub idea, and I didn't realize there was content I was subbing to I didn't really care for, but I just kind of help them out to get to their 1,000 subs anyway. I'm also finding out that people who got to the 1,000 subs they're kind of what cleaning house. I do what I call a channel audit, where I basically just verify everything from my analytics to make sure all the comments stay clean and relatively clean and all that stuff. And all the comments are in basically good comments. We always watch out for is we like the positivity on the comments, and we also like the constructive criticism on the comments and all that stuff. And if we keep it in that area, we're fine. But when someone starts flashing down the insults and all that stuff, they will get an automatic ban. I got so many words that they'll get them banned immediately if they attempt to use any of these words and all that stuff. So it doesn't really help your subscriber base and all that stuff. So I'm Mr. David Langley. How you doing? And that. So
hi, David.
And that. If anybody who has a webcam and want to be part of this, you can send me an email at the Angie and Chuck Show at outlook.com. I'll try to cut and paste a link to you if you guys want to be part of the live show. It is an open invite, so we're just going to watch. I'm just cleaning out some email right now, so I get better notifications. Basically, so if anybody's interested, I'll drop you an email here real quick. So basically, I'll drop you back an email. Basically, if you want to be part of the panel here on the live show. Basically, I don't know how it's going to work out on YouTube, but we'll see what's going to happen eventually. So and that. So. Yep, you love live shows. Anything can happen during a live show, right, Angie?
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing goes planned in a live show and all that stuff and that. So, yeah. So we'll just kind of check out the emails every so often and all that stuff. And and this is only good when we're live. That email is only good when it's live. So because I noticed that when we go live, I kind of noticed that the cut and paste part, I have to send you guys out, that do change a lot. So it doesn't. So if you miss one live show, you miss it. And if we do a live show, that link would be no good. Probably get a new. I have to send out new links because I watch other people do live shows that's through Google, basically, all that stuff. So hey, if you guys are still on, check out each other's channels. Basically, I'm going to be checking out Big Ben's challenges when I get done with this live show, basically. So we're going to check him out. And if we like to watch, I will watch a few of his videos. If I like it, I'm going to hit him up for a subscribe button too. It looks like to be an interesting channel anyway. So if you like challenges and all that stuff. So yeah, just kind of help each other out, basically. But right now,
we all need to help each other out.
Right now, we're trying to focus on get the subs up to get some people up to 1,000 subs. Currently, right now, as of this live show, as of right now, we're at 600 and 47. That can change in a heartbeat, any way, shape, or form. Basically, that's it. Right now, we're just at the mercy of. I probably might go on a live show later with somebody else on another channel. Basically, hi Psychomaster
Hi,
46.
Psychomaster.
Yep. There's a guy we helped out a lot. We gave him 7 new subscribers, believe it or not. Psychomaster 46 last time we did a live show here. So
Oh, Big Ben's at 656.
okay, yeah. So yep, so basically if you see any live shows, I know YouTube's kind of like the sub for sub deal, but it's usually like a shout out. I'm not really good in that part, but some of those guys are really good in those basically. So be part of a live show that does shout out. I guess we're one or two. I guess we're the small channel only on Lunatic Dad. I think he's going on at 1. He's going to come out at 1 p.m. But he usually does a long. He does shout outs. He'll shout you out and give everybody a 5-minute clock to sub to that channel, and hopefully you sub right back. That's a good way to get subs. There's a guy up in Green Bay, Wisconsin, who goes by Green Bay Wacky. I had not been on his live shows because his live shows kind of buffers a lot on my end.
Joaquin got subs and views from our live streams.
All right, good for you, Joe Quinn. I think it's
Joaquin, I think.
Joaquin, or I pronounce it Joe Quinn because I watched an old school professional wrestling match back in the 50s. That's how they kind of pronounce it.
I agree, David. Let's all suck each other.
And that, so, yep. So, if any new channels comes on and kind of checking us out, we just ask you before you hit that sub button, just kind of watch a couple of our videos so you have a general idea what our content is all about. It's basically what it is. It's not our daily lives. We try to do what we can to share our daily lives, and what you see on basically what you see on YouTube here is actually we do it every day in our lives. So we just share part of it. So if I do a walking video, not because we're just doing it, making a video, I do that every day, literally every day. I just did a.
Whoops. Psychomaster was at 495, then he dropped back to 493.
And you got good content there. I don't know what happened there, but yeah, it's what I'm experiencing too. People hit you for a sub, watch a couple of channels, and you're hoping you sub to them, and they unsub back. I'm starting to notice it now for the last week or so. Actually, believe it or not, it took us, even at us as of right now at 6:47 right now, it took us literally almost 2.5 weeks to get past the 6:43 mark until finally got it past just the other day.
Psychomaster just got 2 new subs.
All right, good for you. And that, so yep.
Girls, just keep it up the good work, guys.
Yep. All right. So that's the way to go. So yep. And I'm gonna check, like I said, I'm gonna check out Big Ben challenges when I get done. And that's so. And I'll if I like the content, I'm pretty sure I'll hit for a sub. And what I see on the thumbnails, it looks pretty good. So it's gonna be worth a sub, and something I can watch every so often too, and leave a comment and all that once in a while. I'm not really a big person to leave comments anyway. I just watch a bunch of videos. I just forgot to leave some comments about a video and all that stuff. And I'm gonna have to, like I said, it's kind of hard to comment on a video because when you comment on a video and you realize someone basically made a similar comment too, so it probably doesn't hurt to repeat what you feel. So basically, and all that good stuff. So.
Psychomaster just got another one.
Yep. So, yep. All right. That's the way to go. That's the way to do it. Hey, since Mr. David Langley and ourselves like to go down to the Mississippi River, you guys got to check out his one video when he did a very good documentary how low the Mississippi River was during the fall, late summer, fall. I think mostly the fall, and up till just recently during the recent snow melt and ice jams that broke free that sent a lot of water down his way. You'd be surprised how low that river was down there in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, and look how high it got in the last video of his. It is a very good video, well put together, I would say. You guys got to check it out on his channel. So go to Mr. Davis Langley video when you get done here. Check out that video when he documented the Mississippi River down there. Our river up here at this time, it did come up, but not as yeah, that was the time you walk almost out to the middle of the river because it was that low. Now you can't even walk that far no more. Yeah, so I watched that video. I was amazed how high the river got. Gotta remember is this. You got the Missouri River comes out of there too, just up by St. Louis. So it comes out of there. Excuse me for a second there. But yeah, it's just it's amazing how high the water got, and it's not even, I think, what, it's getting close to flood stage down there. Cop showed up. Are you in trouble down there, Mr. David Langley? I hope not.
I hope not either.
That's basically, that's when you walked on that ice out there. Okay, yeah, it's probably when you walked on that ice. Yeah, that was on the ice video, basically. And it's like I said, there was a lot of shallow water there, but just like one wrong step, you're down in 7 feet of water, basically. So that's why our channel is kind of more narrow up here. It's more basically more dangerous, and it's pretty swift too. So it's pretty swift in certain areas too. So yeah, it was amazing how high the river got. Right now, we're not even nowhere near flood stage up there. And I think down there, it looks like you're getting pretty close, but not close enough. But probably pretty close to say, that's pretty close to flood stage there. So
let's see, barge season should be starting here shortly.
I would say the next couple of days. Yep. Barge traffic will be starting up here in a couple of days because some of the lock and dams is just about done with their winter renovations and winter repairs. I don't know how many locks are scheduled to open downriver so they get some traffic going. Right now, it looks like most of the ice jams that we had is basically is done. Just a lot of water going down the river. Yep, and that. Yep, Mr. David Langley, Actually, for most of my life, I'm 50 years old, and I think except for maybe from 81. Well, I'm always near the river in that.
Oh, the flag is probably near David, the one that was on Flag Island.
Yeah, Flag Island. A big hunk of what happened to that flag on that? Big hunk of ice took out a flagpole on Flag Island. And it knocked it completely down because Angie said it was up earlier that day when I went to film it. It's gone. I asked Angie, was there a flag out there this morning? He goes, yeah. I said, well, I filmed it. It's gone. So we're thinking if it's not down there by David Langley's place, it's probably in New Orleans right now, possibly.
Iceberg.
Yeah, big iceberg. It hit the flagpole and flag just like an iceberg hit the Titanic. Basically, that's what happened. It went down fast and that. So very it's actually that's the first. No, that's the how many years we had American flag out there. It's been a tradition since 1991. Basically, and ever since that, everybody will put a flagpole out there. I know it's been since 91, and we just had it kind of stuck there as at one time at its best for that little sandy rock area. Basically, hey David Langley, have you checked out our Mississippi River boat ride? When we actually, Angie and I conquered, and another subscriber of ours conquered Flag Island. That's a good watch right there. where we actually was on that.
Joaquin, it's sunny here today.
Okay, yep. It's sunny and warm. We're supposed to be in the about 50 degrees later today.
Near 60s I heard tomorrow.
Tomorrow, near 60s tomorrow.
And temperature's going down for Tuesday, I saw.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a good tradition, and it's still a tradition today. I'm pretty sure somebody later this spring will go out there when the river comes down enough. They'll go out there. They'll plant.
He's gonna check it out.
Yeah, it's the Mississippi boat ride video. If you want to find it, go through popular uploads. You probably find it better right here. So, and all that stuff. So,
50 degrees.
Yep. Yeah, we're gonna have about the same temperatures up here. So
it's 52 here.
Yeah, well, that's our temperature, but that's not official, basically, because that's not an official temperature and all that stuff. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get 50 later. So yeah. We did that last summer. We did that last summer. It was a pretty lengthy video. I was surprised that one of our subscribers took us out for a boat ride, and we went to I think we boated up to Loch Ness 13, kind of checked out that situation. Then we crashed.
60s there.
Yes. We crashed Flag Island. Then we went down to a beach that we call Coney Island. Yes, we have our own Coney Island. There's no rides, no games, no food stands, no tourist traps there. It's just a sandy beach along the Mississippi River, just downstream from downstream from where I normally film by the South Bridge. It's usually the US 30 bridge.
It's 48 here.
Okay, Angie says it's 48 here. It's going to reach 50 eventually, so it'll get there and all that stuff. So
it's almost getting baseball weather, guys.
Yeah, a lot of baseball weather and all that stuff. So we're just checking out some other stuff here real quick here. We got, right now, I have 8 people watching. That's good. So basically, Angie's confused because we're not watching ourselves on a live feed. We're watching on a delayed version, which you guys are watching right now, basically. Yeah, you love Coney dogs. Oh, man. If it wasn't being below Loch Ness, if that Coney Island was not to be below Loch Ness 13 up here where we live, it probably would have put some rides in that on there because we're below Loch Ness 13. Basically, what happens is with lock systems, basically, when the river rises on the upper stream upstream from the locks and the dams area. And when that started to rise, they raised the rollers up a little bit to allow the extra water to go through and allow the lower part of the locks to rise up a little bit. So that's how they keep the water balanced. So they don't want the water to go too high upstream from the upper end of the lock. They rather have the water go higher in the lower end. So basically that's how. And the most locks and dams are designed. It's not designed for flood control. It's designed for keeping a 9-foot navigation between locks. And if you see Loch Ness 13, it's it turned out exactly. That's how we have a actually Loch Ness 13. If you've seen some of our Eagle Point Park videos when we did Eagle Point Park, there was a section from Iowa side to Illinois side, somewhere in that upper Mississippi River, where it's actually 3 miles wide. From the Iowa mainland to the Illinois mainland. That is
it sometimes can be, David.
Yeah, that's why I got live right now. But yeah, I was talking about the river being as 3 miles wide from between Iowa mainland to Illinois mainland, and it's the widest part of the upper Mississippi River. And some claims it's even wider as you get closer down south, but there's always been debates when you get down to the bayou area where the river actually exits into the Gulf of Mexico. But we're talking about from mainland to mainland. So mainland Iowa to mainland Illinois. Basically, it's about 3 miles wide up here. So I'll have to get another video shot of it eventually this summer as the weather permits. And unfortunately, I like to walk the railroad tracks to the spillway, but sometimes Canadian Pacific does not like people walking on their tracks anymore nowadays, basically. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do it another way, but if I have to do it from Eagle Point Park, I'll do it from Eagle Point Park. Salty Dog KW, hello there. At least it's spring ball. Let's watch. Got Yankees and Red Sox on. All right. That's a good rivalry game right there. Always good rivalry between anything with Boston and New York. Basketball, hockey, football, baseball, mostly baseball. But yeah, you can name it. It's a pretty good rivalry right there. So all that good stuff. So I'm just going through my real-time analytics on my other. I got 2 pages open and all that stuff. I gotta check my emails here to see if all that. But I like about Google Hangouts. Anybody can join in by sending an email. Basically, I can hook you up with a live feed if you guys want to join the chat. Want to join the chat room and all that stuff. But that will come on a later date. I'm going to try to figure it out here. So
come on, go back to the live.
Oh, I am live. I'm just checking right here. Angie's mad because I'm checking out our stuff too.
Not when I'm here.
And that. So yeah, we're just kind of checking out our stuff off and on here. So we're just doing all that stuff. And that. So yep. All right, Psychomaster, glad to help you out there with the sub deal and all that stuff. And internet has not subbed to other channels to find them out faster, how to sub to them. Basically.
Thanks, David.
Yep. And that. So basically, just look at other channels. Just go down to just hit that 3 dots and go to a channel. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and help them out too, and all that stuff. Basically. That's what we try to do if we can.
Oh, thanks, Joaquin.
Yep. Willis Tower. Yep. Used to be Sears Tower. And that. We're thinking about doing something up there, but it's got very expensive to go up there because of the ledge. Last time we was up there was a few years ago. It's on one of our first channels we put together under Angie's full name. We did the Chicago Ledge, basically, and it's kind of scary.
Yes, it is, David. It's in Chicago.
Yep.
It used to be called the Sears Tower.
Yep, and that. So we've been up there a few times ourselves in the past, but I like to do it one of these days for this channel here. One of these days. But think about a Chicago trip. Actually, we are planning on what we're planning to do in this summer. But right now, it just comes down to final budgets.
On the ledge is scary.
Yeah, it is. It is scary.
There's a Hancock that it actually, the thing goes out and everybody looks down.
Well, I don't know what that is for the Hancock Tower.
I already saw it.
You already saw it? Okay. And all that stuff.
We'll be inside the building.
Yep. In that. So, yeah, the channel's doing pretty good here.
Oh.
Hey, you grew up in Rockford, Illinois. Yep. Angie and I, we used to go up to Rockford to the Metro Center for
no, we haven't.
Yes, what?
To the John Hancock Tower.
No, we have not.
No.
Okay, I was talking to David Langley's Rockford situation. We have gone to when Quad City Mallards hockey team we used to go to a lot of Quad City Mallards hockey games in the time. We used to go up to Rockford to watch the Mallards play the Rockford Ice Hogs up there at the Metro Center. I don't know what they call the arena now, but I think they renamed it, but it was called the Metro Center. We all know it as the Metro Center. It's a nice civic center up there. I would say it's a civic center that Quad City should have built instead, something like that. Yep. And I've been to the Metro Center for what events I've been up there for. I've been up there for the CBA basketball. That's the Continental Basketball Association. That was when we had the Quad City Thunder basketball versus the Rockford Lightning.
Top Gun.
I went to a couple of them games, and then we went to the Rockford Ice Hogs game when they used to play in United Hockey League. Basically, there's another channel you guys need to check out, Top Gun Maverick. So if you guys get a chance, help him out too to get closer to 1,000 subs. He does some live shows too every so often. So check him out, and if you like his stuff, hit him for a sub, okay? And that. So Getting back there to the Rockford Metro Center deal, Terrace Bank Center now. Yeah, that's what I think it is, basically, and that. So, yep, that's, yep.
Oh, Bucky, we'll help you out too.
I'll be in 50 years. Yeah. But yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that was the adult treats video. So
I've been sharing it.
okay, thank you very much on that, sharing the stream and all that stuff. And just be careful, don't get YouTube copyright on that, okay? We're trying not to do anything like that, but I don't know how YouTube is doing goofy stuff lately. Have you heard the latest announcement YouTube made recently? And that
there you go, Top Gun. David sent to your channel.
Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, what happened? I heard this on Drama Alert, so I don't know how accurate it is. Basically, that YouTube announced that they want the MCNs to kick out the small channels that is not meet the YouTube viewers requirements, or maybe it's a lot more. Maybe if they do qualify, still kick them out anyway. The YouTube is cracking down on the MCNs, multi-channel networks, since we're not part of the multi-channel network no more. So it doesn't really affect us anymore. If that turns out to be true, that's going to be more devastating for small creators with the MCNs, which is really no extra benefit. Is basically what it is an MCN takes an extra 40% of what's left after YouTube takes out your money and all that stuff if you're still monetized videos and all that stuff. I had a good friend of ours who's a trucker. He just got his videos back monetized yesterday. Basically, that's good for him. He has over 3,800, he's got over 3,800 subscribers. He averages about maybe 600-700 views on his videos. It's a trucking video, just going down his everyday life as a trucker, basically. And somebody we collab with on our videos and all that stuff. And he left the same network we did about the same time. Of course, our videos are not monetized because we don't meet the qualifications.
Top Gun is getting close.
Okay, sounds good. Yep. He's getting really, really close and all that stuff. And yeah, so yep, Top Gun is knocking on the door. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that would be a clickbait title there, Madam One. That would be a clickbait title. Yeah, that's one thing YouTube is really cracked down on is some form of clickbait titles and all that stuff. So I know they're trying to crack down on that also. But yeah, that would help too and all that stuff. And yeah, and you know what? Having a bald eagle for dinner will get me in trouble with the DNR. Not just the local DNR, but you're talking about the federal government because it is a protected bird. But yeah, that would be NRA too. Yeah, no, not NRA. NRA has nothing to do in that. So,
yeah, he's true.
And yeah, clickbait titles can also lead a lot of dislikes and all that stuff. Yeah, so yep. Yeah. Oh man, just oh, you gotta be crazy once in a while on the channel. Yep, the feds, yep. Yeah, you gotta be crazy. Yeah, you gotta be crazy once in a while, but there's that fine line too that YouTube has on their guidelines too. So and all that stuff. Well,
oh, we got a new sub.
Unfortunately, that's the guy who unsubbed us from last night. How about that? Oh well, maybe he decided to give us a second chance. That's good. I would like that. Basically, I would love that and that. So we're just going to get a channel here, refurbished here, and all that stuff. But yeah, yeah. Check out any of the trucking. The YouTube SWAT team will come to your house. Yeah, that could happen too. Yeah, I have seen that comes down on live shows too, where someone will get swatted and all that stuff. I don't know why people do that, but it's just a sad case when people does that. Basically, that just tells you how low they can go and all that stuff. So yeah, and that. So, and I'm pretty sure the dispatchers are getting trained basically better in detecting all that good stuff too. So basically, that's it. Basically, okay. How many miles do I walk? I just did a 8-mile walk. Friday night was it? Or was it Thursday night?
Thursday night.
Thursday night I did. Yeah, Thursday night I did an 8-mile walk. I did an 8-mile walk.
That video comes up tonight.
No. Next night.
Next night.
Yep. Thanks, Stephen Hill, for subbing.
Stephen, those two were in our area.
Yep. I just I just missed a meetup with Trucker Rudy. Yesterday, he would have had to go off route, and he had to go off route, and we estimated in order to come to town. Basically comes down to it was an 80-mile off route, and most of it was in Illinois because as I-80 was going to get closer to our area, it kind of inches up closer to us. Then heads straight out towards Iowa City. Well, it kind of circles around and all that stuff. But it ends up to Des Moines and eventually goes up into Wyoming, something like that. So
he says you must do 30 miles a week.
Yeah, I do at least. That's about right. About 30 miles a week in 7 days. I think I did 2 walks yesterday. I did 2 walks yesterday. So there's 10 miles. There's about 8 miles right there on 2 different walks. They were shorter walks, but that's about combined. That was about 8 miles right there. Same route, basically.
You might go for a walk today since it's nice.
Yeah, and that and all that good stuff too. So before I forget, I want to get something going on another side thing here. If Angie allows me to do it, and all that stuff before I forget. Actually, what I'm going to do is, before I forget, I got to scroll up and get this basically real quick here.
What do you want to know?
Yeah, we'll get and all that stuff. Yeah.
Salty Dog, he was in Iowa yesterday.
Yeah, he stopped. He did a 10-hour break at Iowa 80 last night. And, of course, I don't have my brother's car. Angie and I would have went down there and meet him instead. But the detour will take up too much fuel and all that stuff. So that's why he didn't do it and all that stuff. And that's why we didn't do a meetup.
David wants to know how your weight loss is going.
Not good. I just weighed myself today and I gained another 2 pounds and all that stuff and all that. Here, Angie, chat for a little bit.
None of that.
I gotta do something here real quick. Yeah. Good job, Angie. The silence is deafening. Was it?
That's one of the things that we have to try. Yeah. Hi, David.
Yeah. Master Steak. Yep. Rudy's favorite place when he goes up there.
No, he's not.
No. Actually, I have not had a beer for about
a week.
Almost a week and a half, actually.
Yeah, but Chuck's back, guys.
Yeah. And actually, Angie, we're on the delay there. There's like a significant delay. So if you watch right here, we'll be on the delay, basically. Actually, that's one thing I kind of not want to do on YouTube anymore. Basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Almost time for beer can chicken. Yeah, I think we're overdue for that. I use the cheapest beer on the market for that. Basically, I don't like to use the higher brand beers and all that stuff. So, that's a good recipe. Beer can chicken with a little seasoning on your chicken and all that stuff. There's a
Next
lot of
time
ways in doing it.
When we have beer can chicken, you might want to show them again how it's done.
Yeah, for the newer people and all that stuff. I'm gonna do here's something real quick, Angie. It's called so I don't lose this guy's channel. So I'm gonna do a cut and paste over here real quick. So there we go. So I don't lose that channel. When I gotta check that. I gotta check Big Ben's challenges when he gets done. When I get done with this live show, I'm gonna hit him for a sub after I watch a couple episodes and all that stuff. So I just didn't want to lose that channel and all that stuff.
I prefer the harder. I'm enjoying sobriety right now. I don't drink alcohol beer either, guys. No. He does.
No, I do, and I do it in moderation. I always do it in moderation, and I can't drink it on an empty stomach. I can't. No. I really cannot drink on an empty stomach because it's really hard on my stomach right now, basically. And unfortunately, I had because it was so hard on my stomach, probably because my mom was a known alcoholic when I was born. Let me show this live. I only showed this once, basically on YouTube. Basically, this will explain the swimming scene. Basically, I'm going to show you something on my chest right here. Basically, because when I was born, let me raise my seat up a little bit so it's basically. Let me show it right here. I don't know if I want to take off the shirt, but see this right here, right in here where my fingertips are. That is my trick. That's my emergency trick I had when I was a baby, and all that stuff. Yep, and all that stuff. So that was my emergency trick when I was born.
Oh, David's older than you.
And that, so yep. So yeah. So that was my emergency trick. I was born because my mom was a big time alcoholic and all that stuff, and the doctor's been telling her during the pregnancy. Not to hold, cut out.
David, he just turned 50.
Well, actually, I'm 50 right now. I'm gonna be 51 later towards the end of this summer. In September 11th, 9/11.
I'll be 47.
You'll be 47 in October 5th. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, better be. So that was my emergency trick. Basically. It looks like someone perfectly shot me right there, and I'm still alive. But that's my emergency trick I had. Unfortunately, the doctor that gave me my trick passed away just a couple years ago. So he's practiced medicine. He was an active doctor all the way up to his retirement and all that stuff. Yeah, it's all staying in shape and all that stuff. I tell you what, I look better than my dad. When he turned 50, my dad was so sick because of his welding job at the Chicago Northwestern Railroad. He got so sick, he aged quickly. According to when he died, when he turned 66 in April of 1996. Yeah, thank you. I would love to be 35 from that. But when my dad died when he was 66. Basically, he had a body of a 98-year-old. Basically, that's how sick he was in that, and he didn't look good at all. He was very unhealthy. He was always smoking and all that stuff. And what got him to stop drinking, like he did, was his uncles passed away of alcohol poisoning. Basically, just drunk themselves to death. So it's not fun. So whenever you see a beer on my videos, anytime in the future, I'm not that alcoholic. Actually, if I had a little bit too much, I usually fall asleep.
He does.
I fall asleep. Basically, I literally go. I really fall asleep. It just makes me want to pass out. I mean, just literally passed out. And we used to have a neighbor that was a heavy drinker. He got very aggressive, and we know what the difference the two is. But me, I pass out. I literally just fall asleep and sleep it off, basically. And that's why you like to have food in your system and all that stuff. Okay, any other new subs that we probably need to get generated and all that stuff, because we need to get some subs. Hey, anybody who's watching as a non-subscriber, chime in. And if you like some of our videos that we do, watch a couple of our videos and hit that subscribe button to our channel. And if you see anybody on the side chat, check out any stuff that they may have, any content they may have. If you want to enjoy that content and hit that subscribe button over there, that would work also too. Make sure you guys are really subbing to each other.
No, he never did.
And that. Actually, Angie, you don't know me very well, do you?
No.
I tried it once and I put it out right away.
I did too, and
I put it out right away. It was under peer pressure because I watched my dad do it. Basically, that was my peer pressure. I watched my dad do it all the time, and my brother do it all the time. Unfortunately, my dad and brother is one of my brothers is not with us because of smoking. But I think that my dad had other health issues too, related to welding and all that stuff, and other issues too. My dad was a medical doctor's nightmare, they say. That's what I was told by one doctor here in town. So yep. So I'm having a little 7-Up here today. I just yeah, it's just a lot of people it's hard to quit smoking and all that stuff. And to some of my uncles and cousins that drunk themselves to death, basically that was their habit of choice. I just can't afford it, basically, when it comes to I just really can't afford it. So basically it's just a luxury I just have once in a while and all that stuff. And it's good to have it once in a while. Yeah, that's what they're saying too. That's what they're saying, that marijuana is better than, but that's for medical marijuana and all that stuff. And I don't want to talk about it on this channel.
Yeah, I don't either.
So it's kind of, it actually has some controversies itself because we have a guy that lives in the apartment complex. He's about ready to retire. And the last thing he wants is a drug test that would lose not just his job, but he'll lose all his benefits that he have right now. So basically that's it. So it doesn't work out very well and all that stuff. And I just want to see who else is live right now. I got 4 shows that's live right now. 2 small channels and 2 larger channels is live right now. So
Cycle Master's birthday is 3 days before yours.
No, 4 days after mine. He'll be 72. Wow. So because I'm 9'11", he's 9'15". I gotta be the one in that. So yep. Yep, that's right. Actually, Iowa was gonna have something similar to they're trying to pass something similar to Colorado, I think, for marijuana use, but I don't know and all that stuff. No. YouTube will take that channel. No, madam, they're gonna take that. They'll take the channel down and all that stuff. Actually, Angie and I was talking about the anniversary coming up. I think it's like an 8-year. No, it's about 8 years anniversary coming up with the Fulton fire. That was a YouTube stunt that went wrong, basically, and all that stuff.
Joaquin's birthday is the same day as the Lumber King's home opener this year.
Oh, okay. So, are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Hear that, Joaquin? Yep. So, okay. Yeah, it's just, what was I saying? Before you got me sidetracked, Angie. Oh, yeah, I was gonna do something on the side, but growing it on YouTube, no. But I was talking about the Fulton fire. It was a YouTube stunt that went wrong and all that stuff. And when we started this channel, we had people telling us, I'm going to be one of those channels that puts stuff in the microwave. Put stuff that's not supposed to be in the microwave, like pots and pans, and zap it and I told them, no, we're not going to be that channel because YouTube will take those channels down just like that. They actually took down that Fulton fire. That Fulton fire was a result of a YouTube stunt. Like I said, YouTube stunt went wrong with somebody putting stuff in the microwaves that do not belong there. The kids lost their parents, and the kid lost the mom. They were living with a single mom. They lost their mom in that fire, and the mom approved that channel and approved everything that she did. That's when monetization was required back then. This is what I'm going to get to the part right now where I think what YouTube should have done back then, what they're doing right now. Basically, back, when we started this channel, all you had to do is have an account, have one video, get it monetized, you're off and running, making money on videos, basically. Because what the larger YouTubers are doing in recent years, and they've been doing it for years, including the small channels, including the one that happened over in Fulton, and they found the main channel that was kind of telling people how to do it safely and all that stuff, and make cool stunts. That channel was taken down too. So I would say if they had the same rules of what we have now for YouTube, if they would have had, let's say, a modified version of the monetization rules. Let's say if you're, let's say back in 2008 when all these people just say, hey, let's make money, let's start a YouTube channel, boom, we make instant money just like that, and people put up crap and to get those views counts up, and they make the monetization money just like that, basically. Basically what comes down to is if they would have had the monetized rules of what we have now, maybe more scaled down back in, let's say, 2008, 2009, let's say 2,500 hours of watch time and 500 subscribers, there would have been a chance that mom would have been would be alive today. If they had the same rules we have now, I would definitely say that mother would be alive today, right now, because of these new rules. If we had these rules we have now back then, a lot of the channels didn't get very far. A lot of channels were getting hardly no traction right now. So basically, that was unfortunately. I was trying to catch up on some reading here on the side chat. I hope the person about Boozles, they got officially charged as of yesterday, just before the video went live about my opinion. They got officially charged. Not many counts. Some of the counts got reduced down for some reason. I don't know why they did that and all that.
Hey, Stu.
And that, hey, Stu377, it's been a while since I seen you comment on one of our videos. It's been a long time. Welcome back and all that stuff. So, yeah, it's just, unfortunately, it is in the hands of the courts, and unfortunately, it's in the hands of politicians. For the ones we are talking about right now was the dog abuse case we had here in town, and it's all over the country. We're starting to see more news of it now, basically being spread around on social media and all that stuff. So it's nothing new. All that stuff. And someone made a comment, if we had a magic wand to fix this, it would be easy, but it's not that easy to fix things. And with witnesses, you really need witnesses that is consistent, and a lot of people just don't want to get involved one way or another, fearing of retaliation of some kind. So that's what they're fearing too. So Angie's sitting there looking pretty. Not.
I'm just reading all the comments.
Okay. And that, so yeah. So if you guys got check out each other's contents, basically.
Thanks,
yep.
Stu.
Yep. So yep, just check each other's content and give you guys a sub and all that stuff. Anybody else is new as watching this, basically.
David, we now have 10 viewers.
Well, yeah, we were up from 11, we're down to 10, but I think one time we had as high as 18 viewers when we did the first show. And Saturdays, everybody's kind of busy anyway because it is a nice day. It's a real nice day.
I think he's going for a walk.
I'm thinking I will go for a walk after I get done with this live show. Maybe shoot a little. If Angie comes with me, we'll probably shoot a little walking video again. No. You want to say it again?
No.
No? Okay. I don't know. We'll see what happens in that. I got to go find my cousin when I get done here, basically. So, excuse me for a second here. In that. So, yeah. Okay. We're at, according to my count, I got, we're at 647. Well, it's 647 on here. I got 2 pages running. And the other one says 648, so I'm thinking it's 648. So
and Big Ben is at 653.
Yeah, yeah, that's what he was. Yes, I'm gonna hit him up too when we get done with this live show too. I gotta watch a couple of his episodes and all that stuff. So yeah, Angie's kind of confused because I'm bouncing from.
Don't do that. You're gonna get me confused.
Yeah. You're always confused in that. So
647.
In that. So. Yep. Yeah, it's 647 right now. If you hit refresh, basically it will adjust, basically, because I'm running 2 pages right now. So 1 page is refreshed to the current number. So once you kind of like when we get done, kind of like log off real quick and log back on, and it should be adjusted. Hopefully, it's adjusted by YouTube, and hopefully, and all that stuff. Unless he unsubs.
19 subs.
You're up to 19 subs, Joe Quinn. Yeah, that's.
It's Joaquin.
Well, Joaquin, Joe Quinn. That's how you pronounce it. I'm pronouncing it the old professional wrestling way. Basically, it was an old 1950s wrestling card involving Gorgeous George, and they had a Canadian wrestler that had the same spelling as.
We have MediaCom, David.
Yep, we have MediaCom up here. It's an I don't know who they're affiliated with, but MediaCom is another big company, basically that provides our cable, phone, and internet. I just had a retention bill reduced down to it was going to go well over $200 a month with our cable and that. I was able to get it down to for the next 2 years, back down to the original payment that we were making, just around $183, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we can afford that. But when it got over $200, no, we couldn't afford that. So
you can pronounce his name however you want to.
Okay. So Angie will do it one way. I'm going to do it the way I was taught how to pronounce it, basically with the old 1950s wrestling videos of it was Joe Quinn, basically. That's why I kind of like what it looks like to me, but Angie will call it Joaquin. I think it's how she got it from Jukebox. I think it was. I'm not for sure, and all that stuff. It's not an easy name to pronounce.
Told to pronounce it.
Yep, and that's so. Yep. Okay, but we're not in an argument with the name argument, okay? Because I'm just kind of just going what I remembered how the wrestling announcers announced a name. Particularly with the same spelling, basically. That's all I'm saying, and all that stuff. All right. Yep. It's French. Yep. It's a French name. Yep. And all that stuff. So I have to hear a Frenchman have to say that in English or stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's Spanish. Okay. How about this? It's Japanese.
No.
Yeah, that'll be a way to do it. You know. Yeah. I tell you what, I'm for some reason just talking up a storm today and all that stuff. And that. So yeah, let's get these subs going. Share the videos if all possible. Promote them in a way. If you can.
And whoever's us on Facebook, you guys, we still have more business cards.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're still passing out these things. We've been passing out these things right here. So that's what we've been passing out. We are going out of town. Just a little update. Just a reminder update. When I started this live stream, basically, I want to get it in. Next week we're gonna go up at 9 a.m. But I can't stay on very long because Angie and we gotta leave for Davenport, Iowa next week.
He'll be doing it next week.
I'll be going she's going to do something else in the morning by herself. I'll do live for a little while by myself next week at 9 a.m. Then after that, we'll go back to our 12 noon, basically, all that stuff. And that's the update for next week. So if you see it scheduled off wrong, just don't panic and all that stuff. We're just going to do this because we got to be on our way to Davenport. We'll be in Davenport at around 12 noon anyway. And I don't have the capabilities to yep. I don't have the capabilities to do a live show basically on the road because we don't have that. Our phones, track phones, and they don't go live very well. And that it's the phones that we afford to use and all that stuff. Around the house, we have a problem with something.
Around here, we have a problem with someone shooting horses.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's not good at all. That's bad. Psycho Master, that is bad. Basically, and that. So, yeah. So, so next week we'll go at 9 a.m.
Like I said, he'll be doing it.
I'll be doing it. Angie will be doing her little morning thing, basically whatever it may be, and all that stuff. So, then if she jumps in, she jumps in. If she don't, she don't, because I have to get it wrapped up early when she comes home from her morning routines. We got to take off for Davenport with her mom. So basically, we'll be riding with her mom down to Davenport. We got to do some shopping and all that stuff. And yes, we will take our business cards down to Davenport area and all that stuff. And that. So, yep. And that. So, basically, how long we've been on here? Because, yeah, we've been on for, holy cow, an hour went by real quick. How about that? And that. I got to see who's all live over there. I don't have that reset, basically. Maybe Lunatic Dad's not going live tonight for some reason. I don't know, or today. Because he's busy because he's a truck driver. Yeah, he's a truck driver. He drives. He doesn't give out the name of the truck, but he's on his YouTube channel. He does run through our I don't think he runs through our area, but he runs the I-80 corridor for somebody. So he basically is home every night, basically, or every night or every other day. But he's always home on weekends and that because that's when he likes to do his live show. I don't see him on right now. Maybe they haven't. Maybe YouTube hasn't adjusted a thing on it right now. So
is that right? So far, yes.
Yeah. No, I think our first one we went about an hour and a half. Basically, our first one. If you look at our video file, Mr. David Langley, we went almost an hour and a half, about an hour 23 minutes. Basically, so that's the record. Basically, but how about this? How about try and do one for 11 hours live? Basically.
If we do that, you're doing it all 11 hours, not me.
I can't do 11 hours on Google Hangouts. I'm only limited for 8 hours on Google Hangouts, basically. But once it goes up to 8 hours, you have to shut it down and you can restart a new one to pick up right where you left off, basically, if you want to continue. Otherwise, the normal live streams, basically, if you have to go through a third party, you can go pretty long, basically. Yeah. Yep, he does. Yep, that's what he tries to do, but I don't see him on right now. He usually goes last about a month and a half. He's been going on at 1 p.m. But he's not. I don't think he's on unless he's having technical difficulties because it's his son that does the setup for the live streams, and his son help creates the videos and the pranks on his dad, basically. So his dad has admitted that he is what he call computer illiterate. Anytime he touches a wrong button, he loses his stream. His stream got frozen many times and all that stuff. He's not a computer savvy. Basically, every time he gets told by the basics by his son how to set up the stream and all that stuff. But usually his son sets it up for him, and he takes it from there, basically. So that was it. And I don't really see him on today. He has a good prank channel too. I'm gonna let you know language is strong with him. But that's the way it is. He's spin off. He's trying to spin off from not if anybody remember before the passing of the angry grandpa, he was trying to spin off of that. McJuggernuggets, he's trying to spin off of that. That's usually pranks and a lot of swearing and all that stuff in that. And unfortunately, angry grandpa passed away late last year, basically. I would believe. Was it January he passed away? I don't know. I don't remember. December? Okay, yeah. Yeah, he unfortunately passed away. And the channel is still alive and well.
He passed away when we were at the hockey game.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because I was getting, it was back in December. Yep. And
No!
Yeah. Yep. But
no,
that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
No.
That's not gonna happen. And that's definitely not gonna happen. And that, so, but yeah, Psycho Kid and all that stuff, and there's I've seen a lot of their videos getting demonetized a lot, so they have to rely on merchandise and all that stuff, and that, and.
Lucky was at the LA Rams.
Okay, yeah, you were at the Rams game when you found out, huh? Yeah, that's unfortunate. We was at a hockey game. We kind of heard something when I was on Angie's Facebook post. There was a word was going around, and as soon as we got home, everything was confirmed when we got home from that hockey game when Angry Grandpa passed away. He was one of the
don't ask.
Yeah. How the Blackhawks is doing.
Don't ask. I don't think they're gonna make playoffs.
Let's put it this way. I got an upcoming video where I got an upcoming video coming up where I told Angie that the Blackhawks was playing I'm not going to give it away, but the video, but I said, yeah, the Blackhawks, I said something like the Blackhawks going to lose. And at the end of that video, basically it comes down to is Blackhawks end up losing bad. Let's put it that way.
They're playing this afternoon.
Before we're playing again, so we're gonna find out. I don't know what we're gonna talk about in our video, but yeah, when we won, Blackhawks won in that when we went to that Blackhawks game, and we said in that video, basically the Blackhawks the Blackhawks was undefeated while we're in the house, and it's going to be the only time we're going to be in the house, referring to the United Center in Chicago and all that stuff. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. So basically, so and that. So Angie's got to spit something out. I guess.
I'm trying to finish my Rice Krispie bar.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, that. So all right. Oh man. Let's get those subs going. Don't forget to sub each other, guys. If you help, also help share. Anybody who's watching this as a non-subscriber, do us a favor and watch a couple of our videos with our daily live format. And if you like our content, hit us for a sub button. And if you guys got content of your own, and if we look you guys up and we kind of enjoy your content, we will hit you for a sub today in that. So, in that, Boston is playing Montreal today. That'll be a good game to watch. I agree. That's always a good. That's another good game to watch when those two teams play, Boston and Montreal. In that. Where is it at? Is that Boston or is it in Montreal? Mondale. In that. Yep. The Anaheim Ducks. Used to be known as the Mighty Ducks and that. So, yeah, yep. Oh yeah, I kind of like old story wrestlers and all that stuff. Hey, I remember. Okay, you think it's Montreal? Okay, that's what I thought. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's what I thought. Okay. Here's an old time wrestler that anybody before we shine out. I'm gonna go back to a little professional wrestling, old school wrestling. Does anybody remember, and unfortunately we lost him, I think last summer, was Ox Baker. Does anybody remember Ox Baker and that? Well, believe it or not, we used to have a local pro wrestler that started his own trying to start up his own professional wrestling shows. There used to be professional wrestling shows at the old Odeon Club before it burnt down. It was in the ballroom / bingo hall, like ECW type time. He performed there, but the one that really broke him out of character is when they did it at the old Charlotte, Iowa school. In the gymnasium at the school. Wrestling promotion at the time was called Ringside Wrestling Promotions. Basically, that's what it was called. And it was run by two guys that was in the professional wrestling business. I forgot what was one guy's name, but the top guy, the top booker, and the top promoter for the business at the time when he ran it back in the 80s was Superstar Rocky Brewer and all that stuff. And he was a Clinton grad, and he also ran Brewer's malt shop across the street from the high school here in town, which the place does not exist anymore.
Nope.
They tore it down years ago. But he would bring in guys like Baron Von Raschke, Ox Baker, and if anybody remember from WCW days, if I remember right, Brian Adam, or was it Brian Clark? They almost look. I think it was Brian Adams. He was known as in the WWE as Adam Bomb. He started as wrestling with the local promotion here in Iowa. Basically, I saw the Milwaukee Brewers. Yeah, but yeah.
We were at Milwaukee last year.
But Ox Baker had a guy called the Night Stalker. He was kind of like a trainer / manager and all that stuff. But Ox Baker was talking to some fans ringside. He was talking about an incident you probably find on YouTube involving Ronnie Garvin and his false teeth. Basically, what happened was the angle went like this, where Ox Baker called out Ronnie Garvin as a coward and all that stuff. The usual heel talk to a babyface, and babyface comes in, they start slugging each other, and Ox Baker's false upper teeth comes flying out, and Ox Baker got away from the ring, and
go.
And Ronnie Garvin kind of picked up the false teeth. Looked at Ox Baker, looked at it funny. He put it back on the ground and he stomped it and broke it, basically. So that was only if that angle was done in a bigger territory at the time. Because when I was watching wrestling in the old days, everything was all territorial. Basically, Vern Gagne had our backyard, basically, which it was good wrestling, but the TV sucked, basically. It was kind of boring at times, but they had good interviews. But the house shows are pretty good, too. But basically, then the WWF came into the area, then all of a sudden, all history broke loose. In fact, if anybody does not remember, right, Vern Gagne used to have Hulk Hogan under his wing. When he lost Hulk Hogan, he lost Jesse Ventura, Adrian Adonis, Bobby Brain Heenan came left later, but Mean Gene Okerlund, then Al DeRusso, the director and producer, left, and eventually Bobby the Brain Heenan, after he fulfilled his commitments, he left. Ken Patera left. Then that was it. Vern Gagne was down to basically his old timers that still doing professional wrestling and their crutches and all that stuff.
Who did Stan wrestle for?
Stanley Hansen. He was like a freelancer, but mostly he did is he was on the contract mainly in Japan. That's where he made his most money, was in Japan, basically, in that. But yeah, so but Ox Baker was always a good character. He was a scary guy, but when you meet him in person and he goes out of character, he's probably one of the sweetest guys you ever met because he is really nice. He talks about old school with a lot of people. He likes to help. He's one of those guys in the day, didn't really stay in one area because of his character. He wanted to go up and make the babyface look good, do something drastically to an upcoming star, get himself suspended. He goes on to someplace else, do the same thing. He was like a freelance worker, kind of help build guys up to make them look better today and that. So, yep, the one.
David used to like the Crusher.
The one, the only, the Crusher, the man that made Milwaukee famous. Yeah, he did a lot of St. Louis shows with him and Dick the Bruiser and that. I think the one guy that really helped with if he liked you or not. If he liked you, you were a good friend with him. But if he didn't like you, you're going to be in a hard night in the ring with him. It was Andre the Giant, basically, and that. If you want to talk about a bar dream, a bar owner's dream, when Andre's booked in your town, during the day, you just hope your bar was stocked up because he would. There were stories, and actually the most consistent story I heard was he had 156 cans of beer in one sitting. That's a lot of beer. That's a lot of 12-ounce cans. And the 12-ounce cans, it really hides in his hands. That's how big he is in that. So yeah, he had a high tolerance for alcohol. That's why he was able to do that. Unfortunately, he outlived the years he was supposed to pass away on. I think he had like 6 years. He died like 46.
And there's a house show tomorrow in Quad Cities.
No, it's tonight.
Tomorrow.
No, are you sure it's tonight? Go check on that computer. I'm pretty sure it's tonight. I'm pretty sure it's tonight. Yeah, there's a WWE house show tonight. You want to talk about bad booking for the WWE tonight? Seth Rollins is booked as a local hero. He's not booked tonight on tonight's show down here. They got SmackDown here in Moline, Illinois. I'm pretty sure tonight. And that. Who was the wrestler that died at the Kemper Arena in Kansas City? Owen Hart. It was Owen Hart. They did the Blue Blazer gimmick, and basically they don't do those entrances no more. Too dangerous and all that stuff. Even if let's say if Owen Hart did it, and it's all
I remember watching that one on pay-per-view.
Yeah, Angie, remember watching on pay-per-view. It was a scary sight, basically, and I was surprised they even continued the show from thereafter. So yeah, it was Owen Hart. He would be a good replacement and all that stuff. So yeah, so basically is that. And any other new people coming on? We just got the same old bunch, but yeah. Owen Hart was a good talent. He would have been groomed to be the next heavyweight champion in WWE.
Oh, Chuck is right. It is tonight.
Yep, I was tonight. It is tonight. And the main event is it's a fatal four-way tonight at the house show in Moline.
Because it's hockey tomorrow.
Yep. Moline's main event is AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus that Corbin. That Corbin guy, basically. That's the fatal four-way tonight. And of course, in WWE, basically, comes down to is this. And if it can happen in WWE, even in a house show, stuff can go wrong and all that stuff. So, and that. So, how you doing, Cows? How you doing? And that. So, So basically, that would be, yeah. So basically, that's just bad booking. They should have booked Raw instead of SmackDown because Seth Rollins was the homeboy hero. That's how he's booked on the TV from Davenport, Iowa. He is actually from Davenport, Iowa. Actually, the reality is he's from Buffalo, Iowa. That's where he grew up in that. So
actually,
yeah, the rigging failed.
Yeah, but Chuck, I believe Dubuque, Iowa has
SmackDown tonight. No, Raw tonight.
And he'll be up there.
Yeah. So I think the only time he's booked up there if he has relatives up, he has more relatives up there than he is down in Quad Cities. That could be a possibility because Raw is also booked in Dubuque, Iowa tonight, basically. So Raw is in Dubuque and and SmackDown is in Moline tonight. So WWE is in our backyard, downriver and upriver, basically. So
and I believe it's in Green Bay, Wisconsin, Monday night.
For Raw, and I think they're going to be in someplace else for SmackDown, possibly maybe and all that stuff.
No, David, he doesn't.
Yes, I do. I play video games. Actually, I go on the other computer that Angie's over on this. She's over there right now when I'm pointing on that side. I play Planet Coaster mainly. I play Planet Coaster. It's a creative game, basically. So I'm usually very creative and all that stuff on those creative games. And I love to do a live stream on that, but I would have to move it over here on this computer. And this computer doesn't have the graphic card, and I cannot fit in the graphic card because the monitor of the computer, I had an unboxing of this computer last year about around April time. So I had to go back to April 2017 when I unboxed this computer, where basically you'd be surprised that all my hard drives and memory cards, everything I need for this computer is on this monitor that I'm kind of blocking the screen right now. It's on a monitor, basically. So, and the graphic cards don't really work. It doesn't even play Facebook games very well. It freezes a lot. So but when it comes to YouTube videos, it works really nicely for YouTube videos and all that stuff. So, yeah. I would love to play that game, but I think the graphics for Grand Theft Auto is kind of higher resolutions than Planet Coaster. Right now, the graphic cards I got on the old computer, it's what they call a medium graphic card. Basically, it's the minimum I need to play Planet Coaster. Sims 4 I play on once in a while. And I also do have City Skylines and Sim City, basically. So that's it. Okay, Salty Dog K. See you later, Salty Dog KW. Have Tim Hortons on me. Well, wait a minute. Just have it for me instead.
Timmy time!
Timmy time. That. Yeah. And actually, we're about ready to cut out of here, too, because I do have to do other stuff today. And the weather is just too nice on that. So,
hold it. So we just come in.
Yeah. So, just saying, everybody's goodbye. But I do play those games, but I do it on the other computer. But I don't like to live stream those games because I think live streaming games is kind of, I hate to say this, kind of boring. But if I'm interested in a video game, I will look into basically a review of a game and that. So if I look for a game, so basically I will jump into that game immediately if I'm interested in it, and it's got to fit our budget too. So that's basically it. So I think we're gonna next week we will be on at 9 a.m. I'll get it scheduled eventually in the next I'll probably get it scheduled within the next day or so to let everybody know we're going at 9 a.m. next Saturday, because Angie and I, we have to go down to Davenport for Mom. We're going to do some shopping. And if we're lucky enough and nice enough, we'll probably even vlog it again, basically. So we'll do that. So next week we'll be on at 9 a.m. Don't forget, if you see any new channels, hit them up for a sub, basically, if you're doing other channel searches and all that stuff. And check if the list is public, that they have, check out who they subscribe to. Maybe you can find another channel you may like and that. So yep, live streams are always a riot and all that good stuff. So and if you got a chance to join into one, no matter if it's Google Hangouts or the normal live streams anyway. So it's as always a good one. So thanks for joining in, everybody. Let's get the subscribers going. Anybody who's watching this as a non-subscriber, check our channel out. If you like our content, hit us for a sub.
You guys at the 5 seasons center at SmackDown too.
Okay. All right. But Angie and her wrestling updates in the head. So, all right. Basically, we're gonna get out of here and all that stuff. Don't forget, show some love out there. Sub to some channels. Check out their channel list if it's public, and check out channels who they subscribe to. Maybe there's something you might enjoy through that. Just check it out. Watch a couple videos. If you like it, hit them for a sub and all that stuff. Basically, so I know that some campaigns is winding down. I think a lot of people are getting tired of them because they made them for like a month or so. I think next week will be just a normal chat situation. Anything I might hear about YouTube or anything what's going on with our personal lives and all that stuff. And something that we don't normally talk in our videos, but we might just talk it on live shows. Who knows what might happen, all that stuff. So we're going to get out of here. We'll see everybody on the next live stream next week. Don't forget to watch our daily vlogs. We got one coming up tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We always release some of that time. We've been doing it for a few years, and it's always been a good time slot for us because we like to go up against primetime TV and lay the smackdown on them. And that's what we like to do. But problem is, the view counts could be a little higher too, plus the subscriber counts could be a little higher too. But yeah, thank you for watching, everybody, and we'll see you. Have a good day. Enjoy the weather. It's getting warmer. I don't think we're going to say goodbye to old man winter finally. We hope. Maybe. We hope. But we're going to get out of here. So we'll see you next time, guys. All right. Guys and gals out there, we'll see you next time. Bye.